Weddings-ish, 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 with Jove.
This episode is brought to you by Jewelers Mutual, the easiest way to insure your jewelry. Get a quote, apply, and protect your jewelry. It's that simple. Learn more at jewelersmutual.com. Well, hello, and thank you so much for tuning in to Weddings-ish with Jove, a podcast all about love, joy, and weddings-ish with a special guest each episode. I couldn't be more excited to be joined in studio by a recent bride and non-traditional bridal designer, Madison Chamberlain. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy you're here, and congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you.
I hear we were a week apart.
Yeah, so close.
Okay, so both June brides.
Yes, June brides. Yeah.
Have you always dreamt about your wedding? Are you that girl, or
No.
did you never think about your wedding?
No, I really wasn't. I could never envision it. I think that's also because I didn't identify with what the bridal market really is or was.
Sure.
So I never really thought about what I would wear or where it would be or what it would look like until I started designing into bridal. And then you start to think
Sure.
about those
you
things
start
for
to
yourself.
fantasize.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
exactly.
before bridal, what was your career?
I was always in fashion design. So
Okay.
I always did fashion. I was just in different facets of it. I was working for different brands and
Okay.
companies. I was freelancing. But I always had a specific eye for occasion wear specifically.
Okay.
So
How do you define occasion wear?
yeah, it's hard because in school, I wouldn't say I was designing anything bridal related, but it was
Okay.
occasion wear in the sense it wasn't jackets that you would wear in the snow.
Okay.
It was jackets you'd wear to a
to
gala.
an occasion.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Sparkles.
So
and
dress up clothing.
Totally.
Gala
dress up
clothing.
Yeah.
Celebratory clothing.
Absolutely.
But not wedding.
Not wedding.
Okay.
Never wedding.
Wow.
Because I wasn't into what I thought wedding was. I had classmates and stuff doing bridal and it was beautiful, but
Mhm.
I wanted color and wow and
Sure.
drama and saturated tones
Yeah.
and and texture mixing. So
And in your mind, that just wasn't bridal.
yeah, and I just never even considered it. It
Yeah.
just wasn't there at all. So after school, I got a job designing. Well, first I worked for QVC.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
That was my dream. How did you get that job?
Girl, I designed for Lisa Rinna's brand.
What? You designed for Lisa Rinna's brand?
I was only there for 3 months, so this much, but I wasn't allowed to go into the meeting room with her.
What?
I know, and it was devastating.
Were you
to
there
me.
when she was selling?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't go.
Her leopard print? She had a few different things.
Oh, she had everything.
She had quite a collection.
She had the cardigan.
Yeah.
She had the leggings. She
What's
had it
the
all.
wrap I'm thinking of, or the
The wrap cardi or
yes.
whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh, but what did you design specifically?
Well, I just worked on designing at QVC is a very light term. I was just creating sketch patterns. They're called
Sure.
tech flats for
Okay.
our tech design to create. So we would Lisa would like something or our boss would like
So when
something.
she says she designed it, she picked from a book of the things that you guys sketched.
Kind
Kind
of.
of. I mean, that's I feel
Or
how celebrity
they go
partnerships.
shopping and they're I really
Sure.
like this from this brand.
They
Can
get
we make it?
inspired, and then you kind of
Yeah, there wasn't much designing.
ah.
But they're really good to their employees there,
Okay.
I will say.
So you worked for QVC or for Lisa?
For QVC, but I
Oh.
worked for 5 of their contemporary brands.
I didn't
And
realize they
Lisa was
produce
just-
everything.
Yeah. Everything is produced by them. So they just bring in these partners.
Sure, to help
so
sell.
The other one was oh my God, what is her name? Her name is Jill. I think she
Jill,
was on
not Jill Sanders. Jill Zarin?
No, I wish. I wish.
Like Jill Zarin?
No, I can't remember her name. Her name was Jill. She's blonde. She was someone in the world, in the
Okay.
media. I didn't really know
And they brought
her,
her
though.
in.
Yes, everyone was brought in. They were the face. They would go on
Sure.
the selling.
Sure.
Lisa was so good at it.
I mean, she's the queen.
yes.
I do miss her on Housewives. Are you a Housewives fan?
Yes.
I feel like it's just not the same without
Beverly
her.
Hills sucks.
I know. They're all kind of going downhill,
Well, okay.
in my opinion.
Hot take. I feel like people that ride for Beverly Hills don't actually have good taste in Housewives.
Oh, wow.
Because it's boring as all
Anymore.
hell. Anymore.
Okay.
Pre-Beverly Hills,
Sure, was incredible.
Brandy, all
When
of
Lisa
yes.
Vanderpump was
Yes.
there. Yeah, it was
all good. But now I think the best ones are by far Potomac,
Yes.
Salt Lake City.
I mean, that Karen drama.
Oh my God. The fact that cameras went up right after she got out of jail.
Of course.
I cannot believe Karen went
How
to
could they
prison.
not? It's shocking.
Shocking.
It's like New York when Ramona's just on her high horse about marriage and being the
Yes.
perfect wife.
Yes.
And how dare you get a divorce? And then like fast forward and she's divorced.
But this is like the best part of Housewives.
I
Like
know.
they're all kind of like hypocrites.
Unsuspecting
Yeah.
hypocrites.
Yes.
And if you start early and watch and hang on, inevitably
I know.
someone's going to fall off.
It's so good though.
It
I'm
is.
obsessed.
I know. Potomac is like a sleeper. Not a lot of people watch it.
I know, but I think it's honestly hysterical too. Like they
Yeah.
have the funniest one-liners.
Yes.
Candace, okay, this is wedding related. My wedding planner is obsessed with Potomac.
Okay.
And she went to a wedding and Candace was the cousin of the bride and she performed at
the wedding? No,
At
she
the wedding.
didn't. She did her song, her one-hit wonder, or like a different song?
No, she did that song.
Wow.
She performed and I was like, I wish I was at that
Drive back. Drive back or whatever.
wedding. Yes, that's literally
Drive
it.
back or slide
I
back
was
or fly
trying to,
back
like,
or
remember.
something back. It's like, I just remember she's like, drive back.
Yes.
Drive back.
Yeah. And her freaky husband.
And now in Miami, where what's
I
her name
love
just
Miami
performed?
too. That was my third I was going to say. I think
I
Miami.
don't know.
I love my dog. I love my dog.
What are we doing? These women who like have careers as singers.
I know.
I just can't.
But
obviously I do. I watch all of it.
Adriana's first two songs were good though. Like Fire.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
She
dun.
was going somewhere and then she just like went like super contemporary about
I
a
know.
dog.
I know.
And I'm like, wait,
That was so weird.
the whole thing is crazy.
And
Did you
the
watch
late-
the reunion?
Did I watch the reunion? No,
The
not yet.
allegations?
I've been watching lots of clips though. I haven't watched it yet.
Did
it
you
air?
hear? Yeah.
No, what is it?
Oh my God.
Please
so
tell
that
me.
whole big drama
Yeah.
is that she slept with Julia.
Adriana.
Yes.
Shut Can I curse on
Yes.
here?
Yes.
Oh.
Which is why the tension has been there for the whole season.
So Julia cheated on Martina.
That's unclear as to whether they're open. They were on a break. We don't know. They left. That was a cliffhanger.
Oh, so when did the reunion air? Like last night or something?
It was last night.
Okay, yeah, I didn't watch it
Yeah,
last night.
it was last night.
Oh my God.
Isn't that wild?
I was like waiting for what that was.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm not let down.
No,
'Cause sometimes I'm
that's
so
good.
let down. Because
Yes.
Andy's always like, this is the craziest thing ever.
Every time.
Especially with like Jersey. He's
Yeah.
always saying that. And
Yes.
Jersey's such a flop. Like
I can't watch it.
I know.
I stopped. It's too. They're actually like for me. They're family.
Yeah, it feels
And that
like
gets-
we're not
that's
supposed to
weird.
be seeing
No.
this.
Whereas the
Yeah.
other girls are like castmates and friends. But when you're like sisters and cousins,
Yeah. No.
I don't know. It gets
I'm
sticky.
here for like the gout dick sucker.
Yeah.
But I'm not here for you like punching your brother-in-law in the face.
It's too much. It's too
Bronwyn
much.
read her to filth.
She
though.
did.
She
but
really
you know what?
stepped
She
up.
found her gas. She found her voice.
Yeah.
And she's going all in.
Yeah.
And good for her. But I don't know.
She's
I
in
love
a place
Salt
of
Lake.
Bob,
Yes.
and her daughter's in a place of Bob.
Do you like her fashion?
Okay, here's the thing. I appreciate her because she pays Christian.
Okay.
She pays
Siriano.
these designers.
Yes.
Yes. And a lot of these housewives don't.
They don't do it.
And she takes risks, which a lot of them show up in like the same bodycon.
yes.
Like, but I feel as though she is someone with a lot of money and hasn't really learned how to style things. So
Got
she
it.
just buys off the rack,
Yes.
wears it how it is on the rack.
Yeah.
And like you
It
can
doesn't
kind
have
of
a
tell.
personal.
Yeah, like it needs to be blended with like who she is too.
Sure.
And then I think these like avant-garde pieces could be so cool.
Yeah.
But her house is abysmal. It gives me like nightmares.
It's wild.
And the dog poop all over.
I would like to redesign her home
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
I tried to get her on the podcast.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't do it.
You know, I think here's my hot take, and I can't speak for anyone.
Yeah.
Because she said politely no. Usually I find when people, housewives specifically, do not come on the podcast, it's because their marriage is not in a solid place.
So they're scared you're going to ask about it?
Well, it's all we do
it's
is
a
talk
wedding.
about. It's a wedding
Duh,
podcast.
duh,
Like
duh.
that's all we talk about.
Oh my God.
So usually
Wait, who
it's like
else
an
have you
indicator.
asked?
Well, we were supposed to have Kelly Ben Simone,
Okay, well.
and then she called off her.
Yeah.
But like we were in talks with her, and then all of a sudden, no. And then she made
That
the
makes
announcement
sense,
and called
yeah.
off her. So like sometimes it's a very interesting indicator. I
Yeah.
feel like I have this hot goss that I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well,
but
It kind of happens to me when I see certain celebs that have followed me
Mhm.
or liked my videos. I'm like, oh, they're like
meaning they're
secretly
getting engaged, and no one knows.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Wait, the one that's so funny and random. Do you watch my 1,000-Pound Sisters?
Of course.
Okay, so Tammy followed me a few weeks ago, and I
Just out of the blue.
out of the blue, and I almost died. Me and my best friend are obsessed with
And
Tammy.
you were like,
and I was like, Tammy followed me, and she was like, oh my God, there's been rumors she's engaged. Like,
do you
she's
follow back?
yeah.
Okay. Like, do you wait or you have
No,
no
I
chill?
followed
Just
right back, and
away?
I almost DM'd her, and then I was like, relax.
Calm
but
down.
like,
Yeah, she'll
if
DM you.
If she DM'd me for a veil, I'd be like, Tammy, I got
Yeah,
you, girl.
done.
Like,
I got you.
Yeah.
The 1,000-pound veil. I am sorry. I had to. Lisa Vanderpump randomly followed me, but she's already
Oh.
married. Her daughter's married.
I could see her like maybe wanting to like do
Anything,
something.
anything
in
she wanted
weddings.
to do, I would do.
Yeah.
But I'm always like checking. I'm like, why
You have really good taste
Why
and
did
design
she follow me?
style.
And what are we doing? Thank you.
Maybe she wants to like collab in some way.
I'm
you know?
Lisa Vanderpump. I'm ready for you. Like, slide into my DMs. We follow
Me
each
too.
other, so you can DM both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, we got way off track.
I know. I could honestly. I hope one day I'm invited on a Housewives podcast because I will go in.
I will go all in, but
Yeah.
that is not this. Although
know,
clearly we
I
can
know.
do that. So you designed for QVC. This blew my mind because I didn't realize that they made the product, but that makes perfect sense.
Yes. Yeah. And they have an amazing design team in-house. My boss was amazing. I was
Okay.
only there for 3 months though.
Was this right out of college?
Right
or
out
what's
of
your,
college.
Okay.
They like my boss came to my senior fashion show,
Okay.
saw my stuff, messaged me at the time. So in Philly, there are like a few options for where you can work if
Okay.
you want to stay in Philly. It's not like New York where there's like thousands of design places.
Sure.
There is QVC.
Yep.
There's Lily Pulitzer.
Yep.
There's Urban, which is
Okay.
anthro.
I could
free
see you with
people.
Lily.
Urban. Well. So I actually had a job offer from Lily and Nanette Lepore,
Yeah.
random in New York, and QVC, and I took the QVC one because they were like paying the most and
Close
it was
to home.
close and all of that. But I had applied to Free People
Okay.
pre that. So then after 3 months, Free People reached out and kind of like poached me. And they were
Sure.
like, we have this position. And it was perfect for me. It was a assistant designer on the party dresses team.
Oh,
So
so like celebratory fun.
yes. And I had a ton of embellishment in my senior collections. They were like, we saw that. You want to come join?
Yeah.
And I was like, that was my dream job. Was
Like
Free
right out
People.
of college is pretty incredible.
Yeah. In retrospect, it really is. At the time, I was like a nut job though, and like having panic attacks and crying because I was so scared not to have a job.
Sure. Because
Just like-
because you paid for college or debt or just overachiever.
All of
who
it,
needs a
like
job.
all of it,
Yeah.
overachiever, like what it meant to my ego,
Of
like
course.
all of that. Like
Yeah.
when you're that age, that's like kind of like it meant everything to me. And like
Yeah.
you see all your classmates getting certain things,
And you want it too.
yeah,
Of course.
totally.
100%.
So I ended up getting that, and I was there for a while, and then kind of got burnt out and was like, I don't want to be a fashion designer
Because
anymore.
there you're turning and burning quickly, I imagine. Like the collections are like vast and numerous.
Yeah, it's really fast. It's like monthly, and you're doing wholesale and retail, so you're designing like different things for each category.
Okay.
And like I was on like a failing team for a lot of it too, so that was rough, like a lot of unhappy meetings. Then I like joined then my team started doing well, and then my boss, who was great, just like randomly quit one day and moved back to London.
Oh.
And so I was just like flailing around. There wasn't a lot of like anyone to come and be like, you're gonna go here
Sure.
now,
You
and
don't
it's
have any
gonna be a
leadership or guidance to like help
no.
you see a path
Right.
forward or future.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then I got thrown onto the dresses team,
Okay.
and they were kind of failing too. I was just so over it at that point. I also had 2 young people in my life pass away, like back to back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I was like, I don't want to be here
Sure.
if I'm going to like die.
If
soon.
it's going to be.
Yeah. I was like having real like deep thoughts.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
see life very differently when someone
Yeah.
close to you passes away.
Yeah. And like working a 9 to 5, and there it's 9 to 6 set, and then you end up staying later usually. It's just like, I mean, you're there. It's your whole entire life.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
So
sucking it out of you.
right.
So did you quit? Did they
I
fire
quit.
you? What
No,
happened?
I
Okay.
quit.
You
I
said
quit
you're
with
done.
like no freaking plan. I don't
Okay.
recommend.
How old were you at this point?
Oh my God. I was
21, 22?
23.
Okay. And you got your dream job and then you quit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like my whole identity.
Sure.
Like I was like, I'm a Free People girl. It's
yeah.
in my bio.
It's a vibe. It's a brand.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
And everyone around you is like, this is so cool. Like
Yeah.
you are so cool that you work there. Like
Yeah.
you get to like say this fancy thing.
Mhm.
Everyone knows
And
it.
you're a designer out of college.
Yeah.
Which is,
yeah.
most people don't, they're maybe an intern. Or
Right.
they're working somewhere they don't love. But
Yeah.
like you're at a cool brand at a great position.
And I had like insane opportunity there because I was on a team of 2. It was me
Okay.
and my boss always.
Oh, wow.
So I got to like actually design.
Yeah.
Where people at my level were like really not getting to design.
And then you saw things you designed produced.
Yeah.
Which must
Which
be
was
very
sick.
cool. You go in
Yeah.
the store and you're like,
Totally.
I did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then like on the other side of that, the flip side is I was always presenting designs to the buying team or like
Mhm.
our head, like our directors, things like that. And they were constantly like watering them down.
Mm.
So I was just like, oh, like it was always just like a knife to you every
Yes.
time. And you were like, no, I promise this is cool.
Yeah.
And like I can't fault them. Like they're trying to like
Sure.
make money.
Yeah. They have some like sales thing that tells them that this is not true
Trend.
or whatever. Yeah. And
Yeah.
they just follow that.
Yeah.
But for you, you're watering down what you're pouring your heart into.
Yeah.
Which just takes a lot of energy out of you and inspiration.
Yeah. And the job was taking energy. And I was like, what am I doing? I'm stressed every day. I have so much anxiety. I am not like curing cancer here.
Sure.
I'm making dresses.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Right. Dresses should be fun. Fashion should be fun.
100%.
Summer should be fun, Amanda.
Yes. Period.
But at the end of the day, I was like, I'm done. And like, it wasn't very inclusive. Like, I didn't feel like my work was like making a difference in the world.
Sure.
So that was like also kind of draining on me too.
Yeah. And I don't think people realize like it takes it out of you. We have a very similar story. I worked at Bloomberg as an event director out of college.
Cool.
And I thought, oh my God, like I got it all. I'm doing events and I have this amazing company and this salary and they hired me to bring color and vibe to their events. They're like, we don't want people to feel like, oh, I have to go to this event. We want people to really want to go.
Right.
So then I was innovating and doing really cool things. And similar to you, I
like,
present
no.
all of this and they'd water it down to a white linen, a Chardonnay, and a Merlot.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's where you started.
Right.
So
it's
why
like,
am I
even here?
Why am I here?
Yeah.
And it for many other people, I like stayed because it's like, oh my God, you work at Bloomberg? And you're like, oh yeah, I do. And it's like this circus in your mind of like other people are happy and you should be happy.
Yeah.
But you weren't happy.
No.
And you took a big leap of faith.
It's like ego death. Did you find that too?
100%.
Because
I
you're like,
got laid off.
Oh, did you?
On my birthday.
No way.
Without warning, reason, or notice.
What assholes.
It was surreal.
Oh my God. You must have had a real ego death then.
I was like
you were
building
like reborn.
my business on the side, like side hustle, but that was paying my
So you
bills.
already knew you wanted to like step out and 100%. Be on your own. Okay,
yeah, I had been doing it nights and weekends, but then literally without warning, reason, or notice on my birthday.
But do you think it was like a blessing in disguise? Like, did it just like push you?
100%.
Yeah.
And like throughout my life in many ways, like things that I would have stayed in that weren't right for me because I'm a people pleaser and they seem great from outside, 100%. It was the right thing. But at the moment, it was very freaky and very scary. I came back from lunch.
That is horrible.
I had a meeting on my calendar with a stranger. I went to the meeting. There were 2 security guards and a woman I never met.
Security guards? What did they think you were going to do?
It was wild.
Insurrect?
Right? The event planner that's going to like have a housewife moment and throw the table over. I literally was like, I thought it was like a joke. Like they were filming something that was like a joke, like pranked or something.
Isn't that horrible? You give them all that time and that's how they treat you at the end.
All that energy. And a woman I've never met goes, you're no longer the right fit for this company. Do you have any questions?
Wow.
And I was like, I have a lot of, where's my boss? Where's my manager?
Yeah.
I just got a bonus. I just got a raise. I just got a full-time assistant. And I just got Mike Bloomberg's private projects.
What the hell?
So I have a lot of questions.
What happened? Were they just like cutting cost everywhere?
I have no clue. I never found out to this day.
Wow.
Yeah. And then my assistant became the global director of events assistant. And day one, she like searched his emails because she did all his emails. Nothing.
What the hell?
Crazy. But the universe sometimes.
Yeah, it worked out. And maybe you're not supposed to.
Be in corporate events. I'm not a corporate event girly.
No.
It was not for me.
No.
As it wasn't for you.
No.
So you left Free People.
I did.
And what happened from there?
I flailed for like a long time.
Okay.
I would say I flailed for like 2 months and I got really depressed.
That's not a long time, but I hear in your mind.
Well, you'll hear
at that time.
It's coming. There's more flailing.
Okay.
I flailed like living on my savings for 2 months.
Okay.
And like,
did you have regret? Like I shouldn't have quit.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
an idiot.
It was like the first Monday.
Sure.
And I was like, what am I? And I wanted to create a brand. I had no idea what the brand was going to be. I had no starting point. I started like embellishing denim jackets. I had one boutique that was maybe interested in that. So that's like the avenue I went down. But it was, my mom is very much like a business savvy person.
Okay.
She's a real estate agent and like built this amazing business
Great.
from the ground up. So
Did
she
you
was
get
always
some of her business acumen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Not
but
then.
she was always like, how is this going to make money?
Yes.
How is your like embellished little jackets going to make money?
Yes.
And I was like, I don't know.
You're like, they're pretty.
I know. Like, so I just like, it didn't feel like it could ever happen. So anyway, 2 months of being very depressed. And then I finally went and was like, I got to figure this out. I got a waitressing job. I grew up at the beach.
Yep.
So I waitressed my whole life.
What beach?
I grew up in Cape May, New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I hated waitressing my whole life. And I was like, I'm going to college to not be
a
like
server.
a lifer.
Yeah.
Which is like what a lot of these people I grew up with
If you don't
do.
get out, it's hard.
Yeah.
Literally, I was a server too. And I had the same, I took the job at Bloomberg because my first job was at a very small startup doing events, making less than I did as a server.
Why? Because you can make a lot of money doing it.
You absolutely
I say
can.
it's stripping with your clothes on.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God.
It's like
with some food.
With food, yeah. But like you're
100%.
like you're
there was cash money to be made, but similar to you, I said if I don't get out now, I'll be a lifer.
Yeah.
And again, that's fine for people
It's
who want
fine.
it. It's not what I want.
I have a lot of friends that do that still who live down there. And
And in some ways, it's great.
you have a
You don't
great
take your work home with you.
schedule.
You don't have
Yes.
emails.
Yes.
You have no emails.
You only have to work like 3 or 4 days.
You
3
turn
or
the
4
charm
nights.
on and then you walk out.
Yeah. They can be with their kids during the day. Like,
You're not wrong.
no, totally.
But it wasn't for you. So you did it.
Wasn't for me. But me having to go back to doing that
Sure.
I was like
Sure.
really facing
felt
myself
like-
in the mirror like,
yeah.
girl, you have
Mhm.
lost it.
Yeah.
Like, who are you? I would see people walking to the train in the morning to go to their job, and I'd be like walking my dog and I'd be like, I wish I was going to my job. Like,
oh, no.
it was just all of that. But anyway, I started teaching sewing and art to kids too,
Okay.
which was a really good experience. I did
Yeah.
that for a while. And then I started freelancing for like smaller brands in Philly. I started doing pet portraits.
That's
started
adorable.
doing,
Like
like-
painting?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So I just started doing like a million different things,
You
still
tried
doing
everything.
like some brand stuff here
Yep.
and there. But I had like 7 different jobs and I was so happy.
Okay.
I like loved my life.
Because you were creative, because you were free, because
Because I was free and I felt like I had autonomy over my life
Sure.
again. I felt like
Yeah.
I wasn't like,
living in a
chained to this
box.
place.
Yeah.
I had like so many more people I had met too in
Yeah.
all these different jobs.
Sure.
Like I felt really tapped into like the Philly hustle community
Mhm.
of like people who are waitresses but are also artists
Yep.
and like also teachers and this and that.
people pursuing their own thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I could see like, I don't know, it was just like a really good experience, even though at times I really didn't like it. But that's when I like got more serious with the brand. I tried to launch some like shirts and stuff. I did some producing in New York.
Okay.
But I wanted it to be so many things. I wanted it to be size inclusive. I wanted it to be sustainable.
Yep.
I wanted it to be like fantastical and amazing.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted it to make money from
Yeah.
it, which like
the dream, all the things.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
So,
hard.
It is really hard. And like the cost of making things was a lot. So I like bought all this inventory of this one top and barely sold any of them for a really long time. And
Yep.
I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Again. And I had to sell them for a lot. They were like $200 and something. And I was like a nobody
For a
and no
top.
name for a top. I mean, I will say it's a really cute top. Super constructed, peplum,
Sure.
toile. I feel
Sure.
like I was before my time with the toile too.
Yeah.
Now it's having a moment.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
But all to say, like, I had no name. I was nobody. I had no
Sure.
following. So why is someone buying something that at
If
this
they don't
price
have a
point?
brand or a recognition, sure.
Yeah. So finally, I had a friend that knew somebody that was like, my friend's looking for a custom wedding dress. She wants it to be like crazy and colorful. I feel like you'd be perfect for it.
Hmm.
Are you interested in making it? And I was like, like, okay, maybe.
So
I
you
met
were
with her.
warmed up to wedding because originally you were like anti-wedding.
I had at this point still never even considered it.
Sure.
And it's funny, when I quit my job at Free People, my director at the time said to me, because I was like, I want to start my own brand. And
Yeah.
she was like, great. The only people that can start their own brands are people that have a trust fund or people that do bridal.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Because it's order with bridal, they're paying a deposit. There's a guaranteed order, and
Yeah.
you know your profit margin.
Yeah.
Or with a brand, you need a ton of money to.
You need a ton
start.
of capital.
Yeah.
Ton.
Yeah.
And you need like guaranteed sales in
Yes.
there and like return customers.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'm never going to do bridal. But when I got this client who came in, I realized I loved the custom process.
Yeah.
I loved being able to like pitch all my designs,
Mhm.
see them light up. And this client in particular was having issue with finding something cool in her like size range
Sure.
too that fit well.
Yep.
So I was like, oh my God, it's fulfilling all the things. Like
yeah, it's checking
it's
all the boxes.
checking all of them. Like I was making a difference. I wasn't creating a bunch of waste.
Yep.
I was getting to like design balls to the wall
Yep.
stuff and bringing someone so much joy and having it like fit their body perfectly.
Yep.
Like I've said this a million times, but I feel like fit is one of the biggest sustainability issues in the fashion industry.
Mm.
So fit is so important to me now.
But how is it a sustainability thing?
Because these brands like don't value the perfect fit of things.
Mm.
So then people buy something and let's say it's like really trendy and hot, like right now polka dots. So
Sure.
say you buy a polka dot top and it kind of fits like shit, but you're like, it'll be cute for a going out top
Yeah.
and it's $10, whatever.
You wear it once.
You wear it once, you disregard it.
I see.
If something fit really well, like you would keep it, you'd value it.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that, but I guess that's true. Like the better you feel in something, the longer you're going to wear it.
Yeah.
Got
but
it.
good fit is more cost. So
Oh, for them, I see.
yeah.
I see.
So
Got it.
But where was I? So
You
yeah.
were talking about your first client.
Yeah.
So
And
it was a total stranger.
total stranger. But now she's like one of my besties.
Oh.
She invited me. I went to her wedding in New Orleans.
in that dress that you made for her.
She had someone bail and she was like, do you want to come?
Stop.
And I was like, okay. So
And
me
you're
and
like,
the friend who
absolutely.
introduced me, we went. And it
What?
was so much fun. My first time in New Orleans. I made her a disco ball, like iridescent rainbow dress.
Wow.
It was insane.
Yep.
She looked so cool. It was
What
just
year
like,
was this?
This was 2021, November
Okay.
2021.
Got it.
Yeah.
So 4 years, I mean, not that long ago.
No. And
Okay.
then like a big gap in between that to like when something real started happening too.
Sure.
So
you did that, and then were you like, this can be something, I want this to be something, or were you still flailing? Or a little column A, column
was
B?
like, I had to have like another ego death. And I was like, okay, this ready to wear version of this brand has to go to rest
Mhm.
now. And that was hard for me to like give up on that because I had worked so hard for so long, but nothing was like coming of it.
Because ready wear is success in your mind, or is...
It was just like what I knew.
Okay.
So it was like, don't you want people who can wear your clothes every single day?
Sure.
Like that's what being a designer is in
Yeah.
my brain then. But
That's what it was.
that's not really what I even like to design.
Sure.
So, but I learned that eventually. So yeah, after doing Maya's wedding dress, I was like, I'm going full steam ahead into
Mhm.
non-traditional bridal. Like
Yep.
if she likes this and I like this, there must be
There
a third
must
person.
be- sure, that will
1
buy
plus
this.
1 equals 2.
Yeah.
Or 3. But then sorry, I lose my train of thought so
No,
easily.
you're fine.
But then, so anyway, she became my business coach actually, and
Wow.
we work together now.
Still?
Still.
I love this.
Still, she does
you change each other's life.
Yeah, she does my email marketing and
Wow.
everything. Yeah,
Okay.
she's amazing. If anyone needs somebody, Maya's the best. So I went full steam ahead on it, which really just meant like changing my bio on Instagram and being like,
Yep, I'm a
I
designer
am a
now.
non-traditional bridal designer.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then people started reaching out from Maya's dress because it blew up on green wedding shoes.
Yep.
And
And people see it, then they want it.
they see it, then they want it. But I still had like nothing else to show. So I had someone who wanted a non-traditional veil, my
Okay.
first one, and a cape. So I made those for her. I posted the veil. It wasn't even finished, and it blew up
Wow. Online.
on TikTok. It hit like 2 million views. Yeah,
Oh, like literally blew up.
blew up.
Wow.
And that was my first like touch with social media.
like a viral moment.
Yes, which was insane. Like it really taught me so
The
much.
power.
Yeah. It
Wow.
taught me the power, it taught me the dread.
Yeah.
Taught me everything in like a really short time, but I started to get orders. I started
Okay.
to get
For that veil or that dress, or
that
just...
for that veil, and I started to get a ton of custom inquiries, and all of
Okay.
a sudden it became like a real thing.
Wow.
And I had that point had been posting like a crazy person.
Sure.
So
But nothing had popped off
No.
like that.
but there was like something there for people to see.
Sure.
And I like had moved studios. I was in a beautiful studio now. I had places to post.
Yeah.
Like so I have social media a lot to thank for it. But like since then it's been like a snowball effect. And
Wow.
now I have a real thing.
A real business. And
Yeah.
is it mostly veils, mostly custom dresses, a mix of everything?
It's really a mix. I would say it is like 75% veils and then 25 custom dresses.
Okay.
We can only take on so many
Sure.
a year because we're a small team. It's only
Yeah.
3 of us. And we do everything in-house.
Yep.
So patterning, constructing, all
Nothing's
of that.
abroad or overseas.
Nothing, no.
So tariffs don't mess with you.
Well, we do get like materials
your
from
materials.
overseas,
Okay,
but
got it.
we do try and buy a lot locally from Philly or New
Sure.
York. We were just in New York recently, but some things you just like can't
You
find.
can't get
so
it. Yeah.
but I still try and find locally in the U.S. because of the tariff
Sure.
thing, but it's affected those prices anyway.
Of course.
So.
Everything.
But no producing overseas. Thank God.
Got it.
I saw everybody going through that when that
And
was
freaking
happening.
out. No, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so interesting because you think like a veil or even a dress, as many people, it's like a traditional white dress, a
Yeah.
traditional white veil. And you're very clear in your branding that you're a non-traditional designer.
Yeah.
Is that only for color's sake, or what else defines non-traditional in your mind?
I think in a way, like the way we create is non-traditional in today's day and age. It's such a one-on-one process, and I'm presenting you designs, and you're like really along for the ride. Or when it's with the dresses, like we're fitting you, you're getting your measurements taken, we're fitting a muslin on
Yep.
you. It's kind of like this like old school way of working.
Sure.
It's like the most traditional way of
Yeah.
working, but it's not so traditional in today's day and age anymore.
Sure.
So I feel like our process is kind of non-traditional in that way. It's kind of like you're, reaching out. You may have some idea of what you want, but then I'm kind of just like designing into this for you. And
Yeah.
that's like not really how you do things now.
No.
And normally you just go and buy something.
Yeah, off the rack,
Yeah.
and then they tailor it to you.
Yeah.
Got it. So
And-
that's a beautiful process then for someone who really wants
I
that tailored
hope,
experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
it. Yeah.
And then the veils, there's hearts in them, there's beading in them, there's feathers in them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like all kinds of fun
Yeah.
things. Are you seeing a rise in sort of colorful bridal
Yeah.
wear, like more than before?
Totally. I mean, this is going to sound so like I was first, which like I wasn't. Like there
Sure.
were people before me, but like I feel like when I started with the veil stuff, like you couldn't really like Google a colorful veil
Sure.
and find
Didn't
something,
exist.
or it would just be like maybe like blush or
Yeah.
something like that. But now there's like so many people like online,
Mhm.
so many like Etsy sellers
Yep.
and things like that. So it's definitely like popping off a bit more.
Yeah.
Which is, it's cool to see. It's not cool when it's my knockoffs of my design.
I did see those.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, that's your design
I know.
on like Alibaba or something, like
AliExpress,
wherever it is. And there's nothing
Amazon,
you
Etsy.
can do.
Not
You
really.
can't patent design in that way.
No. And that's what people don't understand. Like
Mm.
that's like when I first got knocked off on Amazon, I was like a mad woman. I went
Of course.
crazy.
Of course, it's your baby. It's your
Yeah.
livelihood.
It really is.
And
like,
it's yours.
and it's mine. And these are like my brain children. And like
Yeah.
I think because our pricing is at like, you know, these are expensive pieces
Yeah.
for sure.
But they're made in America by humans who get a living fair wage.
And they come right from my head. Like,
Yeah.
but I think sometimes when people really want them, the consumer is so out of touch with how things are made today too. So people just like want something cheap and they want it now. And sometimes for bridal stuff, it's just like they want it to like throw it away after
Yes.
too. But
I mean, Amazon has wired all of our brains.
No,
we want
absolutely.
it cheap and yesterday.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't want it at all.
No, I know. And our wait time is like 1 to 2 months after you order.
Mhm.
So I'm really testing people's patience.
I mean, 2 months is like too
I
long.
know. I know. So I think like when the stuff was like popping off on Amazon, they like some of the people were like, well, it shouldn't be so expensive then, your stuff. And then like people wouldn't
that
buy
was the
it from
feedback.
there.
Sure.
Yeah. Or people were like, well, you need to like call a lawyer. And I'm like, girl, I've talked to lawyers.
Yes.
Like
There's
they're
nothing I can do.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah.
Which like I can still go down the path of trying to copyright the designs.
Sure.
But the lawyers have all
process,
been
that
like,
time, that money.
they've all been like, it's really like
Yeah.
probably not going to work out. I mean, I'm trademarked. My name is trademarked.
Sure.
But with design, it's not.
You can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Or the whole industry would be doing that. And it's not. That's why
No.
knockoffs exist.
I mean, I feel like every wedding is a knockoff of another wedding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Pinterest has led
It's,
to
like,
that.
big.
Instagram has led to
Mhm.
that. Like,
I think a majority of my knockoffs now come from Pinterest. Because it's like people just put it to their board. They have no idea where it's coming
no,
from.
they don't know that a human, they assume some big brand. And there's different kinds of people. People that are going to fall in love with you, your brand,
Yeah.
your story, and then they're going to want to support you in
Yeah.
your business. And people who just think it's cute and want it for the cheapest price.
And I'm sure with you too, like you
Oh, yeah.
do weddings all the time that are stunning. It ends up someone's Pinterest board. They give it to a different planner and they
Yes.
do like a watered down version of it.
100%.
But it's like people that want the real deal, the
Yeah,
real meat and
they find you.
potatoes, they're going to come to you.
Yeah.
So it's just like I have to make peace. Like those are not my people.
They're not your people.
But at the same time,
You weren't
like,
going to get them anyways.
don't you feel like you don't deserve my brain power?
Oh, 100%. I had someone call and say they really loved a wedding of mine and they basically wanted that wedding copied. And I was
Yeah.
like, thank you so much. I was like, how we like to work is we'll have a first date. I want to understand what you loved about it. And then I want to create something for you.
Yeah.
That's not that. That was for them.
Right,
And if you're
something unique.
inspired by that, I want to
Mhm.
know what inspired you. Anyways, they didn't hire me. Then their planner reached out to ask where I got certain things,
Are you kidding?
to which I like put the pieces together. And then I sort of was like,
Would you answer that anyway?
I said everything's tagged on Instagram, which is true.
yeah.
I tag everyone because I just feel like it's right. And then the caterer reached out and said, what charger was that? Like, and I was like, it's on Instagram. They're like, no, the brand is, but which charger from that brand? And I was literally like, this is wild that the couple didn't hire me and then had the gall to like ask me where I got things. I didn't answer completely. Then the caterer, then the planner, like wild.
And like, why do you owe them that? Like,
I don't.
would
But
you,
in my mind, it
if
was
this
like,
person hadn't, is that even normal though in
It's
planning world to
wild.
have someone reach out and ask that, like another planner?
No. Well,
Yeah.
if it's a friend, like we're friends, it's a small industry.
Right.
Like if someone's like, hey, this client loved this thing you did. Like, where'd
Yeah.
you get it? But not the whole wedding. Like,
Yeah,
this
the
person,
charger.
This person, everything.
Right.
Flat, like I watched obviously on Instagram when the wedding happened and I was like, oh, that's
Was
wild.
it someone of note?
The
couple?
No.
Okay.
The couple was not. But I literally was like, it's a direct knockoff of my work.
I'm so sorry.
But it's like and I think I was in my feelings about it for a long time.
Yeah.
And now it's like I'm giving energy to that. is a waste of my energy.
It's so true. It's like all about where you put your energy, which sounds so corny and cliche.
But it's true.
It really is, because like if you're going to keep down that negative path
Yes.
of being mad at them, then you're just going to find more of that.
And it's
gonna
taking
keep
away
happening.
from you creating new things.
Yeah.
Because you only have so much energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's only so much water in this cup.
Yeah.
So like if I'm pouring it out over here, being
Yeah.
angry that this like other planner's knocking off my work or this client's knocking off my work after not hiring me
Yeah.
because I'm too expensive, whatever, like it's wasting energy. And
It's
I
so
learned that
true.
like took too many years. But now I'm like, if you love it, I'm flattered. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
But like pay me to do it.
And then you're still like you're the blueprint, you know?
In my mind. But I'm also like, I think there were years where I used to really care about that and be like, wait,
Yeah.
I did that. That was me. Like you knocked me off. But
Yeah.
now I don't have the energy for that.
I know.
And like for you, it's like,
I'm
yeah.
starting to get there.
you'll get there. Like your brand is so fun. It's so colorful. It's so unique.
Yeah.
Similar, like vibrant, colorful, going against the grain. But I think the whole industry is now moving
It's shifting.
in that direction. And so it's hard when you were kind of an initiator in that
Yeah.
to just sort of see everyone benefiting and follow suit.
I get asked this a lot. I was asked this. I was interviewed by a New York Times person, and they asked me this, and I yeah, but I thought it was interesting. She asked me this, and I wonder how you feel about it because I have my own thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
She was wondering if she feels that the industry is shifting in bridal and in weddings to be more colorful and loud for social media use only.
Oh, interesting.
And I said, I think there is some of that, but
Oh.
my clients are like random average people.
Sure.
Like
yeah,
they
they're
are
not trying
not
to go viral on
I
TikTok.
barely have influencer clients. Like they're private on
Yep.
social media. Like it's for them and their friends and family. That's how I feel. But
Yeah.
how do you feel?
I think I agree with that because even if something goes viral on social media, like we had a bride who wore, I mean, Allie, I love her, a blue and white Naeem Khan dress, like
Stunning.
a blue dress with white
I love
stars.
Naeem Khan.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And a lot of the clients I have are like, I love, that's one of my favorite weddings you did. I love her
Yeah.
fashion. And I tell people like, I'm not involved in fashion. Like she's a fashionable girl. She loves print. She loves
Yeah.
color. It made sense for her to hire me.
Right.
But then they all buy a white dress.
Right.
And like it did go viral on social media, and every 4th of July it comes back and people are like, you know,
Was it a 4th of July wedding?
no, but because it's blue and white,
Okay, yeah.
people just share it on 4th of July. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
okay.
Like, but I don't know that social media has that strong of an influence, but I do think couples realize what you wear on your wedding day, the food you serve, the design you have, like none of that has any correlation to the success of your marriage
Yeah.
at all.
I mean, facts.
Like at all.
Yes.
And so now that more and more people are choosing color and pattern and bold design, they're seeing like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And I think like when enough people see that, it's like a mass market
Yeah.
kind of thing. And now it's like they're a little bit more open-minded
Yeah,
to
and
doing
I
it.
think there's like a collective consciousness. Like there's a
Yes.
shift happening because like you said, like they're seeing they're allowed. Like they
Yeah.
don't have to follow this template anymore.
Correct.
And like I think deep down people want to have fun.
Yes.
And like following a boring template
It's
is not fun.
No. When you think of joy, for me, color is joyful. Like that's
Absolutely.
been the from a young age, like always
Yeah.
everything I do is because I think color is joyful. And I just don't find white that joyful
Me neither.
for me personally. And then I think the bigger thing I've been pushing my whole career is like, you do you. Like authentically what makes you happy is what you should do.
Yeah.
And then it's hard because you have all these voices, society, your family, traditions, religion, you know, everyone's telling you like wear white, have a classy wedding, be an adult. But like, what does all that even
I know.
mean?
I know. And it's just like you're just hosting a party to show off you guys.
Yes.
So like
Lean
I know.
in, lean all the way in. You leaned all the way in for your
I know,
wedding. You
yeah.
didn't wear any white.
No.
You had how many? I saw 2 dresses, but how many
So,
total?
I only had 2.
Okay.
But I did make one dress for my bridal shower, and that was white.
Okay.
It was a white little lace mini
Sure.
cutie. That was my only white moment.
Yeah, for the shower.
Yeah.
But your wedding dress was green.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you decide it was like a minty green?
Yeah, minty. It had like layers to it.
Yeah.
I was really struggling with that at first. I actually picked, so we had a long engagement. I think maybe it's average, but long for kind of like these days. I feel like my brides are having fast turnarounds recently.
Yeah, they want everything quick.
Yeah.
Like
so,
6 to 8 months.
Yes.
They don't want to plan for a year or two.
No.
And I'm like, I get it, but honey, can you make all those choices in that short period of time?
No, I'm so glad mine was long. Ours was like 2 years, which
that's long.
That is long,
Yeah.
right?
Like you booked a venue and planned for 2 years, or you were engaged and then kind of slowly
No, we
planned?
kind of like booked a venue.
Oh.
I was like, in the beginning, I picked all my vendors.
Okay.
And I was like, I want you and you and you. I want to make sure you're available. And then I did nothing.
You chilled.
Until like 6 months in advance. But also the 2 years in advance, when I booked all my vendors, I picked my color.
Got it.
Because it was driving me insane not knowing. So pretty much I went to Mood with my mom. We were in New York and we just started wrapping me in colors.
In colors
yeah,
I
have all these pictures of me just
I'm
wrapped.
dead. Will you share them with us?
Yeah.
I love that.
I love all colors. So it was really hard for me. And I love all vibes. Like I love a Rococo vibe. I love a disco vibe.
Yeah.
I love like sultry, moody, like I
so
love it
what
all.
are you going to do for yourself? Yeah.
So when we picked the venue though, it kind of like helped the vision because the venue was in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It was kind of like whimsical and folky. It was on this like B&B plot of land. There was miniature horses and pigs and
oh my God, so cute.
So like kind of like folky and cute. So I was like, okay, I'm not probably gonna wear a disco dress here.
Because it's folky and cute.
Right. And I was like, great, I get to be a princess now, which is like, I love that too.
Yeah.
So anyway, wrapping me in pinks and purples and things, and everything was like amazing, but it felt like it was like competing. And then we wrapped me in that kind of minty green.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, this is the one.
Like right away.
Right. And have you been to Mood?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know like the forbidden section that you shouldn't let yourself go to? That's like full
Is that
of
in the back?
It's when you walk into the left and the back.
Yeah.
It's like full of the amazing sparkly.
Yes.
Everything is like $500 a yard.
Yes.
Okay. So I was like, for my wedding, I get to go in here.
But otherwise you're not allowed.
I mean, if clients like have the budget, we're
Sure,
going in,
sure.
but like
Otherwise,
not for
no.
like collection stuff.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
So we found this like amazing green, beat it, like perfect piece of material, but it had holes all in it. But I didn't care anyway because I was going to cut it up.
Yeah.
So I completely took that thing apart and used it all for applique and like placed it on. So my dress has like 3 different layers of green to create that overall
I didn't
green.
realize that. Okay.
There's a whole hoop skirt in it. There's padding in the hips.
I saw the padding in the hips, but I didn't see that there was a hoop skirt.
There's a whole hoop skirt.
Wow.
Yeah, all the things. So it was
all the bells and whistles, and then a kind of rainbow veil, or multicolored.
Multicolored, like it was purple.
Multi-layered too.
Yes, lots of layer.
Yeah.
It was silk crinkle chiffon and then mixed with tulle. I wanted it to feel like I had just like emerged from like the pond and it was like draping behind me, like very like fairy whimsical.
Yes,
and
it was.
I made my bridesmaids dresses too, and they were wearing purple, so I wanted to tie that in.
Yep.
And my bridesman was wearing purple, and so I wanted to tie in blue, which my husband was wearing.
Okay.
So it was kind of like all these like pastel-y vibes.
All in the
and then
same.
there were like tiny little like beads all over it. And they were check glass. My husband's from the Czech Republic.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So you tied in his story.
Yes. So yeah.
And you made your mom's dress too?
And I made my mom's dress.
She looks chic.
I know.
She looks like Jenna Lyons.
Oh my God. I know.
I was like, you're so chic.
Isn't she gorgeous?
Like almost stole the show a little bit.
No, I'm okay with that. People were saying that. People were commenting like, don't want to say it, but mom still, I was like, thank you. I'm so glad. Like she kept telling me how good she felt, which I feel like my mom is like, Mom, I love you, but she is a picky lady. Yeah, that there was a few times I had to take some deep breaths in our fittings. I was like, oh my God. She also was not used to wearing something constructed.
Yeah,
and like a woven. She's used to like stretchy.
Yeah,
easy.
casual, cozy.
So when she put it on at first, she was like, I don't know, and
because it hugged her.
Yeah, and she kept being like, can we loosen it here? And I was like, girl, I'm not letting you go down in a baggy dress.
No, that's not what we're building.
But then she loved it day of.
Yeah.
Day of. She was like, I feel so good. I feel like a princess. She loved her gloves. Like she loved all the compliments. Her hair looked phenomenal.
Yep.
Our hair person like killed it on her hair. So
I looked at that photo for a while.
Really?
I was like, it's also just striking.
I know. She's striking. Her hair and her like tan skin.
She like looked into the camera, into my eyes. Oh. Like I was like, you look and feel
Oh my
amazing.
God. I hope she hears this. She's seriously stunning. She's so hard on herself. She just like stares in the mirror and picks herself apart.
Why do we all do that?
I don't know. And I'm like, everyone else says the opposite.
Correct. But we only hear our negative self-talk.
I was thinking this last night because I felt like we were going to have like the inclusivity talk about Bridal. And I was thinking how like I am so mean to myself and how I look, but I have never looked at another human being and thought they were like
correct.
Like any of my clients, I've been
find
like
beauty in all of them.
Yeah, I'm like you're stunning in any size, color, shape, background, but like to ourselves, we're just evil.
Yeah.
At least I am.
I think you're not alone. I think most
Yeah.
people are that way. And I wonder where it comes from.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like very
Does it come
odd.
from our mothers?
Oh, gosh. Doesn't everything?
Yeah.
Everything comes back to childhood.
Thanks, Mom.
We don't have time for all that today.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Jewelers Mutual. You said yes, FaceTimed everyone you know, and have taken all the photos to show off your new bling. But then what? Now is the time to think about jewelry insurance. The easiest way to insure your jewelry is with Jewelers Mutual. Get a quote, apply, and protect your jewelry. It's that simple. Learn more at jewelersmutual.com. You had a second dress.
I did.
You wore the cutest mini dress.
Thanks.
Tell me about that.
I had to let my pink freak flag fly.
And you did.
Like I needed her. I needed the pink moment. So she was actually inspired by, oh my God, I'm forgetting her name. The actress from Twin Peaks.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. People will know.
Okay.
Twin Peaks heads. I'm not a Twin Peaks heads, but
that actress inspired you.
yeah. So I think when she was dating, oh my God, I'm not gonna remember anyone's name right now, but she was on the red carpet in a ballerina dress.
Okay.
Like maybe 20 years ago. And it was so iconic. People were like, this is hideous at the time.
Sure, you loved it.
But I mean, I've seen images of it now, and I'm like, she was killing it.
Yeah.
Like, and now it gets like reposted a lot.
Of course,
and stuff.
she was ahead of her time.
Yes. So I was inspired by that, like the drop waist, tutu. I wanted it to look like a little ballerina thing, and then my veil was like a mix of all different pinks and big and voluminous, and I covered it in all of these like Barbie shoes and Barbie toys I found on eBay.
Like actual little.
Actual.
Wow.
So it's like decked out in all vintage
like
Barbie.
Lucky Charms.
No,
but
yeah.
vintage
Yeah.
Barbie pieces.
And like Barbie had amazing shoes.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, they're not just like little pumps. Like there are like butterfly
fully
high heels,
decorated.
some gladiator sandals. Like
how many Barbies did you have to buy to get all those shoes,
You
or
just-
can you buy the accessories
you
separate?
can buy anything on Amazon. Not Amazon.
On
On
Etsy.
eBay.
On eBay. Wow.
I bought a lot of it from eBay.
Okay.
And I bought Barbie heads, but then that looked a little like
That a little
sinister.
weird.
Yeah. So
but
I
all the
didn't add
accessories
heads.
is adorable.
Yeah. I had a little hairbrush, a crown.
Had you
I
ever
had
done that
hanger.
before?
No. But I just was like, this is gonna be so cute.
Are people wanting that veil? Like I haven't
like-
seen close-ups.
I
of
know.
It.
I haven't like I've been really bad about sharing my wedding.
I was gonna say I haven't seen anything from the reception.
Do you feel like with your own wedding, like do you feel like are you worried you're gonna be annoying, or do you not care?
I had to stop.
Okay.
I gave people like it, and then I was like, I'm done.
Okay.
I gave the Friday night a couple of posts, the Saturday a couple of posts, the Sunday a couple of posts, and then I said like no one else other than my friends really
Yeah.
care. So
That's how I feel.
yeah, but you haven't given us much.
Yeah, I know. I need to do like a deeper dive into like the actual designs. 'Cause
All we saw was ceremony.
I know.
I didn't see your dinner
There's-
dancing.
There's some. There's one I did where we're like coming out of the cake, but I need to post more. I don't know. I'm having like weird anxiety about posting my wedding. I don't know why.
But why?
Maybe because it's like personal, but I obviously want to share it. We work so hard on
Sure.
it. But I think
But you can keep some things
totally
here.
Yeah.
You don't have to share everything.
No, my
you know?
videographer made this like amazing trailer for the day, and there were like some personal moments, and he was like, "Are you gonna share this?" And I was like, "Can you cut those out?"
Yeah, and you're welcome to do that.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is like they're only special if
Yeah.
they're yours. Like
Yeah.
not everyone.
Totally.
Like my brother gave the most amazing speech at my wedding, but I don't need the world to hear it.
No.
That is something I want
Yeah.
to have to watch again when I want to cry.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to be shared with the world. And similarly for you, you
Yeah.
can share the things that like lit you up and feel on brand for you, because you're also serving for inspiration for
That's the
people
thing.
who
That's why I really need to
love your fashion, but also what did she do for her decor?
Yeah.
So was the cake moment, it was literally like
It was
larger than life-size cake.
larger than life. So
And then
I
it opened and you came out like Polly Pocket?
like Polly Pocket. Yeah. I didn't want to hop out of the top
Okay.
because I felt like that was like cumbersome and weird. Not
And
we-
only
not
one of
weird.
you could do it.
And only one of us could do it. And I
Yeah.
wanted it to be for both
For
of
both
us.
of you.
My husband he's my shy introvert, but
Okay.
he's also an attention whore at heart.
So he loved that moment.
Yeah, he loved it. And
Were
he
you
was like,
wheeled in it?
yeah, there's this amazing video of us. So
Getting in a
my
cake?
suite was like on the side of the deck,
Okay.
and then they like moved it over to the door, so we're like hobbling in, and everyone who was working stood in front of the windows, like, but no one was
block
like
it.
looking.
Yeah, they were
So-
doing other things.
Yeah, they were like
they
all
weren't
eating.
like they didn't know a surprise was
They were
happening.
like, okay, drama,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
So then
yeah.
we got in, and then we kind of just like popped out, and people were like, holy shit. And then our party like popped off these cannons with
Got it.
confetti in it.
Was that into the first dance, or that was just
No,
like your
that
entrance?
was after we ate and
Okay.
everything. I wanted to do first dance with my husband and my dad in my green dress because
Okay.
it was so twirly.
Sure.
Like let it have
you
a
wanted
moment.
that photographed.
Yeah. And then after we ate, we snuck off and changed really quick. He changed into a sequin blazer and a tie I made him. That was like all, it actually had embellishment from my dress.
And he liked that, or is he into color because you love color?
He liked that. I have definitely influenced him though.
Sure.
And he loves a compliment.
Oh.
So now that I'll be like, this shirt is cool. And he'll be like, I don't know. He'll buy it. He'll wear it. He gets compliments.
Someone else will like it.
And then he's like, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
So he loves the.
Why do they do that?
I don't know.
My husband's the same.
Just like listen to me from the start.
Literally, exactly.
Yeah.
But now, I'm like, why do you need someone else's validation?
I know.
Mine should be good enough.
I know.
Like,
honestly, I agree.
Like, they'll come home and be like, oh my God, they love this and that. And I'm like,
you're like, I'm the style maker. I told
you.
Yeah. No,
Men.
They're funny. No.
So you came out. That was your reveal of your dress too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So,
and did you make the big cake?
No. So my florist, her name is Maddie. Her brand is East Tulip. She is seriously so talented.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like new. She's like a little bit younger than me, newer on the scene, hungry, talented, like unreal. She made my freaking flower dreams come true. And her friend who does events with her had her boyfriend build the cake.
Wow.
And she like decked it out and everything. It was such a last minute thing. I decided we needed it like 2 months in advance. I was saying it the whole time we were planning.
But you weren't doing anything about it.
People were just like, ha 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 at me. And I was like, no, like I'm serious.
Like, I actually want to do it.
No, I kept bringing, and everyone was like, no one was like helping me figure it out. And then I was like, okay, I need to have this done. Yeah. Which is so funny. A girl a week later who worked with some of my planners also hopped out of a cake.
But not that one. Like,
not
are
that
you renting that one, or is that in your studio?
I rented it. No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, you didn't buy it.
No,
you rented
I
it.
rented
okay,
it.
Smart.
No.
Smart. Because what are you going to do with it?
I did build that freaking heart though.
The heart was so cute for the ceremony.
Yeah.
So you made that one.
Yeah. Well, I had a company build the wooden part of it, and then I added all the fabric. And
it was so beautiful.
Thanks.
The ceremony moment, like.
Thank you.
It's just like, I think people need permission to do something different, and seeing more weddings that take bold design choices that aren't typical, give them that permission.
I'm sure you felt like this on your wedding day too. Like the room, it was so you and your husband. And did you just feel like, I felt like my eyes were like glistening. Like I felt like I could not even handle the beauty because it was just so.
You loved it so much.
I loved it so much. And it felt so, I was like, okay, I live here now.
Yeah, this is my world and I want to live in it. Yeah. It took me a lot to get there.
Okay.
I think I was in my own way a lot.
During the day itself?
No. Planning and designing.
Yeah.
Like
same.
What was I going to do for me?
No. Yeah.
I could design someone else's wedding in an hour.
Same.
No problem.
Yeah.
And tell them exactly what they need.
Why is it so hard when it's for
yourself? But for
yourself?
me, I was like, it could be anything.
Yeah.
I think like, I know too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you can take so many different avenues.
Yes.
And like, there's also like, what is he going to do? Like, how's it going to look? We can't wait to see what you do.
There's a little pressure. Oh, yeah. A lot of people.
And you're
what
like,
are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How are you going to wow us? What's your wedding going to be like?
Yeah. As much as it's your wedding day, it's also like, it's business.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I felt that way like on the day or in the weekend present with everyone. But in the back of my mind, 100%. Like, this is going to go on the website and people are going to ask what I did for my wedding, where I got married for my wedding, what I would do for their wedding.
Right.
And it's, I don't know if you feel differently, but after having my own wedding, I look at things differently than before.
Me too. I do too. I think I really experienced how much joy is on the wedding day, which maybe isn't the thing for everybody.
Yeah, it should be.
But I was like, I hope so.
Yeah.
But I was like, now I'm like, because my brides are, my clients, the people I work with, they're so stressed prior.
Yeah.
Especially once we're really close. And I just keep telling them, like, the day itself, which everyone tells you this, so it's probably not even helpful, but I'm like, the day itself is going to be so much fun. Yeah. Like, you won't even remember all of this.
Yeah, but you say it now because you've done it.
Yeah.
You were saying it before because we just
I was saying it as a blanket statement.
Yes.
Now I'm like, I promise you. Yeah. I promise, like, you won't even be, like, thinking about the napkin ring or any of that.
Yeah.
Like,
those things sort of fade away. What was your favorite part of your wedding?
Oh.
Top 2.
Okay.
Not the love, not the marriage.
Yeah.
Like the fun stuff. Yeah. I know you love
Forget the husband. Okay, so my wedding was supposed to be outside the ceremony. Okay. And we're supposed to like move around and stuff.
Oh, all of that setup was supposed to be outside. Oh, I loved it inside.
I know, it worked out.
Yeah.
So it rained.
Okay.
And my planner was great. She was like, I will do this outside if you want me to. But like, I just went outside and took a video and it was like walking through marshes.
Yeah.
And I don't want I was just at a wedding. previously. Hopefully they don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so wet and everyone was like kind of uncomfy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want people to feel like that. They
It's
were all
not fun.
dressed up. I
It's
made them
not
dress
fun.
up.
If you are stuck to your vision, come hell or high water,
Yeah.
outside in the rain, it's not fun.
No. And it ended up being so cool. That whole room, boom, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Anyway, so it was inside, very intimate, and they like set up the space. And we lined up to go out, and as my officiant went out, he was one of our best friends. He wore a hot pink custom suit.
Love it.
Everyone was like, wow. and I've never been to a wedding where that's happened.
Like
and then
a visceral cheer.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
the next person went out, wow. And I was like, oh, we were
like unprompted. Nobody was like,
no,
I love
totally
that.
unprompted. I was with my parents and we were like, are they cheering?
Yeah, like what's happening?
Yes. So when
Aw.
the curtains finally opened and it was like the three of us, our turn to go out, I started just like crying because it was just so overwhelming
Yes.
joy.
Yes.
So like the cheering was so cool.
Yeah.
And like could never have planned that. Like you'd
Yeah.
have to put up a sign that said like cheer.
Yeah.
They just did
They
it.
just
'Cause they
did
were
it.
like, there's a man in a hot pink
they're
suit
so
coming out.
excited.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, color elicits joy. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think
that's
so
like
too,
what it
especially
does
pink.
for people. Like pink's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like such a fun, vibrant thing that we all connect to,
Yeah.
especially in a gendered world where a man wears pink.
Yes.
It's like,
Men look good in pink.
I agree.
And my bridesman, he wore purple. They're both straight. Like they like looked
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And they got so many compliments and they're like, oh, people liked my suit. And I'm
Yes.
like, I told you.
You're like, yes, if you
Yeah.
take the risk, like there is a big reward at
Yeah.
the end.
Totally.
Is there anything from your wedding you felt like you spent a lot of time on that maybe wasn't worth it?
Oh, probably. Let's think. I think maybe like worrying about like just like stupid things, like worrying about food and stuff. Like, so I was at a venue that we had like a tasting and
It was all inclusive.
they're a restaurant also.
Yep.
So, and we were just like from the tasting, we were kind of underwhelmed and we were so worried like the food was going to be crappy,
Yep.
crappy wedding
People were
food.
going to be unhappy.
And then people like loved the food. So
Oh, interesting. They did a turnaround, or did you just get a bad tasting?
I don't really know.
Oh,
So they
Okay.
people were like coming up to us unprompted, still telling us they loved the food so much.
which is like not what they need to say to you.
No,
because you're a designer,
and
not a chef.
I
like,
told everyone the food's gonna suck. I
and
warned.
then they,
Yeah.
wow, okay. But you could have spiraled, wanted to book a new venue, had a second tasting, had a third. Like you
yeah,
could have.
but like we were like a little because we both love food and
Of course.
this place has a restaurant, but it's a different chef. And we didn't know that until
at the event space than the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else I spent too much time on. I mean, like probably so many things that like don't matter. Just like stressing, like, oh, are we gonna get all the shots, or
Yeah.
are we gonna get like, this specific, like, I think I had all these like images pinned of how I wanted things to look,
Sure.
and we didn't end up doing those. We ended up doing what we could, and
Yeah.
they're beautiful as they
Yeah.
are, and they show personality.
But
and-
like you want that inspiration for what you're thinking. But sometimes if you're too rigid in trying to recreate
You
something
can't.
exactly,
You
like
can't.
it worked for them because it's their moment.
and they had a chair and stuff. Like we didn't
it
have
might
the
not
chair
work
and,
for you.
right?
Yeah.
And my photographer was great and was like, these photos show like candid joy. Let's create candid joy.
Yes.
Let's not create like, you sitting there and
Let's
you
not
sitting
mimic
there.
it, but
Right.
the inspiration from it
But
is
it's
candid
so
joy.
important about
Yeah.
who you pick as your vendors.
Yep.
Like it really is. And like feeling like you can talk to them
Yep.
too. Cause I just like, I would have hated if I felt like scared of them or
Sure.
something.
And did you know these vendors because you're in the industry, or you're not in that part of the industry, so they were all kind of new to you?
Yes and no. So Alyssa, my photographer I had worked with, she reached out when I was looking for headshots.
Okay.
Initially, she did my headshots, and then she did one of my collection photo shoots.
Yep.
So I felt like a comfortable.
A relationship.
Yeah. And so I booked her. We did our engagement shoot and the wedding with her. I'm so glad. She's so talented. And then Brooke, I had my planner I had worked with on a styled shoot.
Okay.
I already kind of knew her. We have similar color vibe. I knew she wasn't going to like water me down at all.
Yeah.
And then the rest were kind of just like through the grapevine of like working with people,
Yep.
finding. But, I think the vendor part can feel definitely overwhelming because it's so many you have to
Too
book.
many choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with all of mine.
Good.
It worked out.
I know. Do you ever get lost in wedding TikTok?
Yeah, I
These
all
like
the time.
horror stories.
Does your phone think you're constantly getting married? Because mine
Yes.
does. Yeah.
Oh, yes. And it's my fault because I watch it.
No, yeah.
And then it
But, like,
keeps going down that rabbit
But I
hole.
think because we're like hashtagging wedding stuff.
So it thinks you're getting married all the
My
time.
phone's like, girl, when's your wedding?
Yes. Like these horror stories. I'm like, Jesus.
No, I know.
Oh, Lord.
I see the wedding dress ones all the time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that one that went viral last year where like she got it in the mail like the day before and it just didn't fit her.
Was that the really embellished one?
Yes.
And the girl in Florida.
And it was short.
The designer's.
bad.
Yeah, I remember the designer's name and everything.
Yeah,
and
it
they
was
were like
rough.
back and forth. And then the designer came back and she had a whole different story.
Yes.
And I was like, who do we believe?
Yes.
But that's like that's my biggest fear. I don't know
Of
about
course.
you. Because anyone can say anything on the internet and like anyone could have a bad experience with
Yes.
you in their mind.
Yes.
But like you might have handled it so differently than
or seen it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now anybody can get on and say anything.
Yep.
It's like such a nightmare and it's my biggest fear as a business owner. But,
Yeah, is that happens.
Yeah.
But you're not in a volume setting. Like everyone you know, and you're doing
Yeah.
it right and you're doing right by them. And like
totally. I
so
feel like that, but
hopefully,
it just takes one, you know?
It just takes one. No, you're
And we
totally
have
right.
like large social media presence, which I
Yeah.
think people mistake for like large brand.
like a big team and
Yeah.
a massive corporation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is not the case for
Right.
you or for me in any, we're
Yeah.
itty bitty.
What's
company.
how many people do you have?
We're me and two. Like we're not
Yeah.
massive. And I used to go back and forth. Like, do I want a big business? And I used to think more employees and more weddings equals success. Like
Right.
my definition of success when I entered the industry was who I was with in the room with and the volume of work I was doing. And then I realized like why?
Yeah.
Like
What do
that
you
actually
interpret
doesn't-
it success as now?
I think if I'm creating with clients that I love,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Like I
Totally.
don't need volume. I don't need to work at this venue or to be recognized by those people. Like if I'm creating something that makes me happy and someone else happy,
I
then
couldn't
I'm
agree
good.
more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had Maya, who I did her first dress. She once said to me, I only want to work with people who want to work with me.
Mm,
And I stand by that now because
it's
like
stuck with you.
I don't
Yeah.
need to convince you to work with me if you don't want
Yeah.
to. Like
No.
I only want you to
You
if
wanna
you
be
want
wanted.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
learned
only
the
works
hard
if you're
way.
wanted.
It only works if you're wanted. Like even in an inquiry, if we get like a, hi, how much are you?
Or hi, I'm like shopping around for quotes.
Correct.
I'm
Yeah.
like, we're not going to work out.
Which I understand.
Yeah.
Why you're doing that, but it's not going to be the right fit for me.
No,
Yeah.
it's not because like you're not going to like my quote.
No, for sure not. If you're just
Yeah.
price shopping, this is
Yeah.
not the relationship
No.
you're in. I used to be cunty and write back when I was like, before I had an admin assistant who does all that. That was like, hi, comma, I'm getting married here. What are your rates? I would just write back the exact number of words in the exact tone. Hi, comma, because they know my name is my company name. Like,
Right.
you can't even say my name. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? And so I'd say hi, comma, and then I write like, it literally like the same tone, the same. It was like so.
Would you ever get a
itchy.
response? Would they get it?
No. But I was just like, you give what you get. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna give you this rainbow and butterfly response if you're literally
know.
writing like hi, comma, how much are you?
I have like a automated. It's not automated. Like I read every single inquiry,
Sure.
but like I have like a template
initial-
reply now.
Yeah.
So they get the template
To help
reply.
like figure out
yeah.
if they're right or not
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't realize like email takes a lot of
So
time and
much.
energy.
I mean, I want to know about this more about this admin assistant. When did you bring that on?
Oh, Queen changed my life years ago. You changed my whole life. I fought it for years. I was like, no, I can do everything. I'm a one-man show
Yeah.
for years.
I need that.
And then I got her and it changed everything.
Is she full time?
Mm-mm.
Part time?
For me and a couple other people. So she's full-time in the sense that like she works doing this job for a few people because I don't get a ton of inquiries, but when I get them, they need to be handled with care
Right.
and they need to be responded in a short amount of time. And then she needs to vet them. And then if it's great, set up a call with us.
Mhm.
And then if it's great, send them the contract and the deposit link.
So she does all of that.
She does all of that.
You do the call though,
Yes.
but she like looks at your calendar or she
Mhm.
asks you.
She has access to my calendar.
So she just books it. You probably have
Mhm.
like set times that you're like you're
Mhm.
allowed.
And it's changed the game.
I need this.
And it's also changed the game in the way you relate to people because if they have access to you right away, it's a different relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm a Pisces Aries cusp emotional person
Mhm.
and I fall in love easily. So if I'm talking to someone and they don't have the right budget or not the right fit, but I like you,
You're going to take
especially if they're like a queer couple or they're underdogs or they really have this story that pulls on my heartstrings, like I'm going to want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's not right for them and it's not right for me. So I'm no longer in those situations. Like she's the buffer between me and that from happening. And it's been amazing.
This is like making me feel like I need this even more. I've been saying I need this. I just don't know how to implement it.
Yeah.
But I need to like.
Well, it's different for you because your inquiries, I mean, you have, I'm sure, more volume because you have pieces you can buy online and then you have custom.
Yeah. So I get a lot of email dealing with just like customer service stuff, which right now I'm my customer service rep.
Yes, you are.
I'm trying to like slowly implement my one girly to start taking over the website customer service stuff.
Yeah.
But with the inquiry stuff, it's all me. I do all my contracts. I do all my scheduling. I do all, and I've been feeling worried recently that things are going to slip through the cracks, especially with like scheduling. Just
because
like
you're also designing and producing.
Yeah,
it's a
designing,
lot of hats.
producing.
It's a lot of hats.
Running, doing all the social media.
Yep.
So I definitely need somebody. But
I think that finding that person is key. Like for me, these photographers whom I love and adore, like recommended her like years earlier, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fine, I'll try it. And then like she left for a little while. And I cried and everything fell apart. And I was like, you can never leave.
Yeah.
Like whatever it takes, you have to stay. You don't realize like the emotional energy that takes.
Yeah.
Just like the energy we were talking about earlier, if you pour it out.
It's so true. And it takes up like a chunk of your day.
Yes.
And you feel like you've talked to all these people because you're like reading their story.
Yes.
When people inquire about their wedding, they write you a whole blurb, which I love reading.
Yeah.
Like, but it's a lot when you're just like trying to get them an answer so they can decide what they want to do.
And then you can decide what the next steps are. Yeah.
When like, if we're going to meet for a consultation, I want to read that blurb. I want to know everything about you, but it's hard just to read them all in the beginning. Like, you know, I have a whole giant section of people who have inquired and not done anything else.
Sure, but they still take up space in your heart, your life, your mind. You think about them. People don't talk about that. Like I think about people way more than I should.
I mean,
like a lot.
Doesn't everyone or no?
I don't know. I know that I do, which is like, thank God I don't do my own inquiries anymore because I would like really think about people a lot and like their story and the nuance of what they're telling me and their relationship. And like, I'm cheering them on and like, where did they get married? Who did they pick?
Yeah.
Are they happy now?
You really are like, they're taking up space in your brain.
It's too much.
Yeah.
But I think like when you have someone else to help you with that.
There's a buffer.
And then you have more space, more energy to do what your skill is. Mm-hmm. Like you're a designer.
Yeah.
But you are a small company, so you also are payroll, HR, admin, email, contract. Like that's what it is.
When you run a business, like it's especially a small business.
Yeah.
Because if you want to stay small, which I don't have any desire to like scale to like massive levels. I like being small.
Sure.
I like being like right on top of production. I like being with my clients.
Hands on.
Yeah, I love it. I think I'd want to grow like somewhat, bring on a few more people maybe, but I don't know how you can stay small sometimes and not do everything.
Yes.
So
I think there's a happy medium here. And I think if you find the right person that you trust that can take that off your plate and know confidently that it's being managed, then it frees you up to like grow in different directions.
Yeah.
That's my thought. And like that person, for me, they don't do anything else.
Yeah,
they
I
don't
think that's
like book
key.
hotel blocks. They don't do transportation. They don't do welcome. That is all they do. And they actually never meet clients.
I think that's key.
And people are, I know the magic of Amber because clients are like, oh my God, our wedding week is here. We finally get to meet Amber. And I'm like, oh no, she doesn't produce. She's
they think Amber's going to be like
at the wedding. Oh. And they like can't wait to say hi to her because they've emailed her for months.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
So
and then
what
I'm
else
like,
are they emailing about after they've done the beginning?
She does all the contracts. So
okay.
Like she's copied on every email so that once the contract is signed, she's managing it on the back end to make sure it's in the portal.
Up to date and all of that.
The payments are tracked.
Okay.
And all that.
Oh,
so
Amber.
Like, yeah, like
does she know that
Earth.
there are all these couples that just like
I tell her
are
all the
sending
time.
her little love?
Yeah, I tell her all the time. I'm like, this couple, like so and so is. I just broke their heart and told them that you're remote and you live on the West Coast and you don't produce, but it's a different skill set.
Yeah,
and I think like you want someone that can be you and do everything, but we're doing it out of necessity to get to the thing we really love.
I can feel that I had this feeling before I hired my first full-time person where volume of inquiries, instead of feeling like, oh my God, I was like feeling scary about it because I was doing it all myself then. And now I'm having that feeling again a little bit because I can't handle all the admin right now. So I think it's time, but
there are companies out there. There are people out there. I think you take the leap.
Yeah.
And if the first person doesn't work, somebody else is going to work.
Totally.
You know what I mean? But like, there's someone out there that wants this gig. And if that is you,
if that's you,
slide into her DMs or email her.
Email me, please. Don't
slide into don't DM
me. I hate the DMs. I don't see them. Like they go into like 7 different folders. I don't know if that happens to you.
Oh, and now vendors, instead of an inquiry email, they're DMing me like a whole spiel and samples on DMs.
No.
I'm like, this is not right. This is not cute.
This is like a cutesy way of interacting. Like for like, this is so pretty. And I'm like, thanks.
You heart it.
No,
this is not long dialogue.
No, people inquire all the time through DM, and I just respond and like push them to my site because like,
please go here.
I have templates saved there. I can't be.
There's a process. People don't realize they're not the only person you're talking to.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people forget that. They're like, I'm the only girl in the world.
No, totally.
Right now.
What's your next year looking like? I'm so curious. Are you already booked out for 2026?
2020. So we're in the process of starting a family.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We just got our transfer date in November.
Oh my God, that's so amazing.
So I've been a little tepid around booking because I want to be fully available for my family. And I also want to be fully available for the client. So it's a weird year.
I would love to hear more about
every
this.
Every year's so different. Let me tell you, like, gigs come and go, and it's like, this year, the universe was very nice to me. My first wedding this year was my own.
Wow.
So I was like free to really enjoy it.
So you didn't have any spring ones?
No, I had a big birthday party
in
March, like a massive, I think it was like a 50th birthday party in New York City. It was an amazing event we did. But the first wedding this year was my own.
That's kind of nice, though. You really got to like put it all in.
And do that and then focus on my clients.
Yeah.
But my year is very like lopsided in that way, and then next year is kind of all over the map. It's really, there's no rhyme or reason.
Do you get a lot of like New Year's weddings and things?
No. I wanted to get married on New Year's Eve. I thought it would be really fun.
So fun.
Yeah.
I feel like New Year's sucks.
Yeah.
So like
in a certain point in your life, you're like, what are we doing?
No,
you're either going out to a party, you're staying home, or you're going to a friend's house.
If you live in Philly, you go to the Mummers on the 1st. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
It's just an excuse to get wasted in the streets.
Got it.
But the night before, there's like nothing good to do ever. So I feel like a wedding is amazing. But
we wanted it, but it was price prohibitive.
Yeah.
It's like much more money. And I get it. Time and a half. It's a holiday. People want to be elsewhere, not with you.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, I have questions about you starting a family and still running your business because like I just got married. We're talking about it. No plans in the near future, but that is like a huge stress of mine when I think about what my life will look like with the two of those lining up. And for us, we work in the future at all times. So it's like, how do you deal with like committing to future things and the
uncertainty of that? 100%. And the thing is like so we're starting a family through surrogacy, and in that world, everything is the roll of the dice. Like all fertility, nothing's guaranteed. Yeah. So we've made a plan. We've hired all the right people, the best people. We're consulting the doctors. Like we're listening to all the experts. We hope to be pregnant in November, which would mean we'd have a baby in August, which would be great for my wedding season.
Yeah.
Because I have a wedding in May and I have a wedding in July.
That's
and
like
then I have a wedding in October.
Season.
So like I could take my paternity leave and it would be perfect. But that might not happen. The first transfer might not take. We might have to have a second transfer. You just never know. And so with all that, it's like about planning as much as you can and then just trusting the process and knowing that the people that hire me, I'm sharing this journey online. Everyone's aware. If you're a decent human being and I'm unable to be at your wedding because I had a baby, obviously I'm setting you up for success.
Right.
With an amazing
You'll have somebody
team.
there.
Yeah. The wedding's planned. It's done.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know what I mean? Like all that work is done in advance. And so I can't take on that stress. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for them.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I believe in my core, the people that hire me want my happiness and my success as much as I want theirs, and they will understand. And so I've had to like relinquish control because I was literally like trying to plan when the transfer would be around my weddings. And then I was like, that's just not how life works.
No, especially not how babies work.
It's not how babies work.
Especially when they come, like you can't plan for them either.
No. And so we're going to have paternity leave for both of us. And then
what does your husband do?
He is an opera singer.
Oh my
and
God.
yeah, he's got
I
a
love
beautiful
that.
voice.
Chic.
And then he works as a family manager for a family.
Okay,
So
cool.
he's also in hospitality.
Yeah.
But our lives are all over the place. And we're just realizing, I think the baby's going to require us to have structure and boundaries with our clients, which neither of us have many boundaries with our clients. They text, they call, they email, they want you all the time. So I think a baby's going to be that force for us. And we're also going to have a nanny. We're very clear. We both need to work.
Good.
And be nights and weekends dads at the beginning because we have careers.
Yeah.
And we want the best of both worlds. And that's how we're going to do it. But I think being very clear about that from the start was important for both of us.
Well, I hope it all. I'm so excited
Thank
for
you.
you. I'll be following along.
Well, I can't
That's
wait
so
to hear about
exciting.
whatever unfolds for you
Yeah.
and the future. And
Yeah.
where can people find you?
You can find me at Madison Chamberlain _ on all platforms, on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. I'm all the places. If you want to inquire about anything, go to my website under contact. You can fill out our inquiry form and we will respond with some good facts for you.
Yeah. And don't DM you.
Don't DM me or DM me like sweet nothings, but
Yeah.
don't DM me inquiries because they go missing and then I find them 3 months
There's
later.
like 8 folders now in Instagram.
It's
very
really
confusing.
weird. And most of it is just like weird spam
from India.
porn.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get that.
Oh my God, mine is all that.
Really?
I don't
Not
know what
mine.
I'm putting out into the world.
Weddings and that. I don't.
Mine is all like 18 and under.
Oh,
it's disgusting.
gosh, that's
no,
scary.
I know.
I
have
wouldn't wanna
like
go in those
block,
folders.
delete.
Yes.
No, I hate it.
But
I
then
hate
they
it.
just keep coming
Wait, I
back.
have one thing. We shared a client. Do you know that?
Who?
Kennedy.
You did her veil?
I did her veil.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I wasn't sure if that's how this all came about, was like through that or what. But
No, not at all. But I think she just celebrated her 2nd anniversary,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, her wedding was August.
No, first.
Her first anniversary.
First.
That was a year ago?
I know.
Feels
I know.
like it was longer.
I know.
Yeah, she was a fun one.
Yeah.
Because
her
she
wedding
knew
was
what she
stunning.
wanted. You know what I mean? Which is not always the case.
Yeah.
Was she that way with you because she's a fashion stylist? Or
Yeah,
did she trust you to
was.
like...
She let me kind of like go off the rails a little bit with like design and stuff. And I feel like I got to show her. She was like, I wasn't thinking that. And like, it was cool to be able to show her that. And
Things she might not have been thinking about.
I loved her veil too. It was like getting to show like a softer side of what I can do. And it looked so, everything was
she
stunning.
had that long grass aisle. So the veil on the grass, like that contrast is,
and she has
very nice.
Mia Sylvia,
Yes.
right? Do the draping.
Yeah, we flew her in.
Oh my God, she's so talented.
Incredible.
So good.
I had wanted to work with her for a long time. And she was like, I want draping. And there's a local company in California. And I was like, they're not going to have the same aesthetic, the vibe, the style. Like they can do the job, but not with the right vibe. I can fly her here for less.
Yeah.
At that time, I think now she's Becca Bloom's. I mean, she's like
she's
the
big.
queen of drapery.
Yeah.
And she's like, we're lucky
Good
we
for
got
her though. She's like just some like creative girly.
Yes,
like I'm
with suitcases. She flies everything around the world.
She's really
her team is amazing. She had a broken leg on the wedding.
No.
She had a broken leg. She was in a full cast leg.
It's
like,
definitely
with
a
scooter.
physical job that she's doing too.
But she had her team up in the scissor lifts, and I like watched with such like envy and like, this is amazing that you're here with a broken leg and you're still directing your art form from the ground, up in the air. And just, I adore her and like, I'm so happy for all of her success.
She was booked already for my wedding date, but I reached out to her. I had draping done, and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
But she's like unreal. Her touch is
and her
like,
hand dyed pieces, I feel like you would really love.
Really
like
pretty,
her colorful, natural dyed pieces. I'm like, I wanted
we've shared
that.
a few clients now. I can't remember who else with her, but she's so good. Every time I get tagged in her stuff, I'm like, oh my
You're
God.
so happy. I feel like the new crop of wedding professionals is very exciting.
Yeah. Agreed.
And like seeing things differently and freshly and sort of like not just following what a wedding should be, but like exploring what it could be.
Yeah.
And that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to keep watching all your success and
you
your growth and your
too.
color and your magic.
Thanks so much for having me. This was so fun.
Yes.
I feel like I was just like gabbing with my friend.
Well,
like...
that's the whole point. All right. Well, have a good one.
You too. Bye.
And now it's time for Ask Jove, where I answer your questions. Really, anything you want to know, feel free to ask me. I'm joined in studio with my dear friend Sloan for Ask Jove.
All right, Jove, our question for today is coming in from Austin, Texas. And I know you love Austin, Texas.
I love Austin, Texas. You know, I have a newfound love for Austin, Texas.
Yeah, you do.
Our surrogate lives in Austin, Texas.
Yay.
So now I will be visiting a few times.
And you'll be eating queso.
Queso, barbecue, swimming in, what's that man-made pool? It's like the lake in the middle of town.
What is that called?
I don't, Barton's.
Barton
Is it Barton Springs?
Yeah.
I'm already a Texan.
I'm at Texan and I
And you didn't even know.
The water stays cool in there, though.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's like so nice. I can't
You can
wait.
also go like stand-up paddleboarding on Lady Bird Lake.
That's like a little more than I am ready for.
You don't want that level of exertion?
I could sit on there if someone wants to paddleboard for me. I don't think
Kyle?
that's what this. He's definitely sitting on the back. We need a third to
He's actually gonna
paddleboard
be
for
like, Can
us.
someone just paddle a swan boat for
Yeah,
me?
yeah, but do it quietly.
Yeah. Don't speak to me.
No.
Don't make noise.
But I'm sure that's not the question.
No,
So
it's
what
not at
is
all.
our question
All right.
from Austin, Texas?
Jess and her fiance want to keep their guest list small.
Okay.
But one of her college friends is insisting on bringing her new boyfriend,
Ooh.
someone that Jess has never met.
Uh,
Basically, her college friend said, I'm not coming if they're not coming.
that's drama.
Drama.
That's college drama, and we are adults now.
It's also like, Jess, your friend needs to let go of that a little bit.
That's bad.
Mm.
That's really bad. So we just ran into this at our wedding.
Oh.
Yes, there was some guest list drama.
Oh, dear.
We gave +1s only to those people who are married
Mhm.
or in a very serious relationship, and Kyle and I have both met. Our first rule was we've been together 5 years to that point. If we haven't met these people, they're not invited to the wedding.
I love that.
It just felt right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
or if it was family, but we've FaceTimed them, called them. But if we have no relationship, they're not invited. Like,
No.
we kicked the rules out that, like, you have to invite family. You have to invite people who've invited you. We said, no.
It is your wedding.
It is
Do
our
what you
wedding.
want.
We are paying for every penny of this wedding.
Mhm.
Every person is $1 or more. So, like,
Many
we
dollars more.
need to figure this out.
Mhm.
So we had a couple of people who I think are upset at us. I will say that out loud.
Interesting.
They were single when we got engaged. One of them is now engaged. She got engaged like a month before the wedding
Mm.
and then said, I assume I get a +1. So like the save the date was just for her. And then the invitation came and then she got engaged. And she's like, I assume he's welcome now that I'm engaged.
No.
And we had a really hard decision because obviously we want to celebrate her engagement. We were there at the proposal. We're going to be at the wedding. But we didn't plan for that. And we had a very tight list.
Mhm.
So we said no to her and like 4 other people. It wasn't just her.
Right.
It was 4 other people that we were like, we just can't do it.
Yep.
But no one threatened us with friendship. That feels
Yeah, that's a little too nasty.
a little like juvenile.
Yes.
Like if I don't get a +1
I'm not coming.
that I just started being serious with.
Right. It's a
I'm
new
not coming.
boyfriend.
Yeah. Some people do say, like, if you're traveling, you should always get a +1. Or some people believe everyone should get a +1 so that socially they're comfortable. They don't have anxiety. It's really gracious to give everyone a +1. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
If money is not an issue,
Right.
we agree with that.
If head count and actual capacity of your venue is
Is not an issue.
Sure.
It is gracious.
Right.
I do want to be very clear.
Mhm.
If we could have given everyone a +1, 100%, that's a nice thing to do.
Right.
It just wasn't possible for us. And we made a rule and we stuck to that rule.
Yeah.
The only exception we made was my brother, who brought his girlfriend. They were not married, but they've been together as long as Kyle and I.
Many, many years.
And we've seen them when we go to California and we've hung out with the 2 of them over the years. And he's my brother.
Right.
And we love Emma. So it was like a no-brainer that she
Mhm.
was coming. But I don't know. This feels shady.
That, and it's also just like, maybe have a come to Jesus moment with your friend.
And
like,
does your
hey.
friend not know anyone else?
Right. If you're college friends, I mean, I don't know. I feel like people are probably also going to be there. That
That's
you
what
met
I'm
in
saying. Like the
college.
social circle is probably there for
Yeah.
you.
Did you
Unless
meet your
she's
partner
out
in
of that
college?
circle. Feels like maybe there's a rift
Yeah.
or we're making up this drama in our heads.
We could start a show about it. It's fine.
I'm the executive producer.
Love. I'm the banjo player for the intro song. I think, Jess, go to what Jove said. What do you want? Who do you want there?
Yep.
And if you need to draw a hard line, then stick to it.
And if this person matters that much to you, I think it's worth a phone call. What's
Mhm.
going on? Why do you feel this way? Are you socially anxious?
Right.
Is your ex, maybe her ex is coming? Like,
Very possible.
I don't know the layers of this group, but there's always layers and there's always relationships, past, present, future. So maybe there's something we don't know.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, I don't think making a demand like that is going to get your way.
No. And also for Jess, right? Like, if you still want to see your friend, say, like, I totally understand if you no longer want to come. I would love to schedule time to hang out with you
Yeah.
and your new beau.
Yeah.
either before or after the wedding.
Yes.
This is just not something that we can either financially afford or headcount afford or can support for just one person. But
And if
not
we
for
bend the
other
rule for
people.
you, it's going to be unfair for other people.
Mhm.
And I'm sure, I mean, we had a B list, and I would have rather had those people than a friends plus one that I'd never met
Mhm.
because I know those people and they're on the B list. This person's probably on the D list or further
Right.
because I don't know who they are.
Right.
And are you still going to be together?
Right. How far is your wedding?
I mean, I don't know.
RSVPs were due yesterday.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on RSVPs. Everybody's horrible.
Yes.
We made it so easy.
You made it so easy, but I will say that mine, I thought that I had submitted, and I didn't.
You didn't hit enter?
I didn't hit enter.
Okay.
So user error.
Literally,
But
you
it
had
was
to
so
bring
simple.
your phone to the invitation and
Mhm.
it popped up the RSVP for you. People didn't even have to type in their phones.
Nope. Said number of people.
And they still,
Coming this
I had the number of people we had to harass.
Just don't do a paper one.
Yeah. No, don't.
Make it
Definitely
digital.
don't.
Make it
Definitely
digital.
don't.
Keep
All
the
right. Well,
steps.
I think I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm sorry, but no +1 for this
No.
negative
Have a chat with
Nancy.
Jess, or
Yeah.
just have a chat with your friend.
Yeah, talk to her. Figure it out, but we're moving on. Don't forget to send your questions. Again, any questions, send them our way to hi@jovemeyer.com and maybe I will answer them on air. If you can, send a voice memo. I love to hear your voice.
Weddings-ish.
Thank you again for listening or watching Weddings-ish with Jove. This episode is brought to you by Jewelers Mutual, the easiest way to insure your jewelry. Get a quote, apply, and protect your jewelry. It's that simple. Learn more at jewelersmutual.com. If you liked today's episode, please subscribe and leave a review on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. We're also super grateful to Mel Flannery for the music on the podcast. She created, produced, and designed all of the music. And don't forget, you can watch Weddings-ish with Jove on Love Stories TV, YouTube, or streaming TV channel. Visit lovestoriestv.com/live for the list of streaming apps.
Weddings-ish. Weddings-ish.